but this is
Hello,
the first
everyone. Dark
mission.
Kirby 4T here. Welcome to more Sly 2 Band of Thieves. All right, let's go into this.
And I'm Green Draco 313, Dimitri. And episode 1, this is... Remember PlayStation Me is like, you did Sly Stage in Luminous City, because that's basically the Space Needle. Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry, I'm not
Eiffel
Sly, but
Tower.
that's
Eiffel
basically
Tower.
the Eiffel Tower. But what I was going to say is that for Delson and Brooke Augustine from Eiffel Tower was the closest thing you were going to get to the Space Needle in a Smash stage.
Yeah.
Right.
Unfortunately, the art world wasn't quite ready.
Like, who's your favorite member of the Claw Gang?
I have
so
vague
what they
memories.
wanted and started forging.
I probably have to.
Okay.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that story
those
later.
with bad taste.
Or that rather.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember you liked your General Sal was your favorite Sly 3 villain.
Music, colorful light shows, and a hint of danger lure in chic young patrons from far and wide. And it's here, hidden somewhere, where we'll find the Clockwerk Tail Feathers.
There's a trophy in Sly 3 for beating General Sal without taking damage, but with using the rewind, it shouldn't be a problem.
Tonight.
You know, if they port Jack 2 on the PS4 5, I probably won't do it. Well, maybe, because Jack 2, there's a big problem with that game. The lack of checkpoints. You know, I'm fun. There's not that much checkpoints in this game either, but I got good at it over the years. Jack 2, it's just... Jack 3 is more forgiving because they have more checkpoints, but... Same for the Ratchet and Clank games with the lack of checkpoints, but I got good at them over the years.
It's gonna be a real pleasure robbing this night.
You know, the top of that peacock is the only place where you can spire jump in all of episode 1.
What do you have in mind?
I've installed this special antenna on the safe house.
Now, before you do anything, I'll have you get your first trophy. It's like, any briefcases you see, break 10 of them. You can get a trophy for pickpocketing 5 loot without getting detected, and that includes you have not killing them, well, not defeating them, because that you do raise an alarm by the first strike. But there's also a trophy for defeating 5 enemies with Murray's Fist of Flame. But and there's a trophy involving something you do in Bentley's first mission, where you drop the mirror ball. Now, if you want, go find 5 more shiny pockets without getting detectives. And you know where the briefcases are. Destroy 10 of them to get a trophy. Now, I want to do this whole game co-op commentary with you, because I want us to share each other's stories we had over the years with this game.
Right. Same guy. Yeah.
Remember when you said when we streamed Banjo-Tooie that the levels were too big? I mean, why is that a bad thing? But I just noticed when playing this, that the areas were just too small, like, compared to what they could be. Now, this has the most episodes out of any Sly game. It has 8, compared to the usual 5 or 6. You know, something about Thieves in Time, I think the director of that, someone in charge of making that game, you know the Egyptian, Ancient Egypt Cooper, Sly Tunkin?
Yeah, it's light and common.
They wanted to put an Ancient Egypt stage, but it wouldn't fit on the Vita version. That's a complaint I had at that time, that they don't need to put games on both the PS3, Vita, or Wii U / 3DS, because in the handheld would have hardware limitations. That's probably why the ice climbers had to be taken out of Super Smash Bros. 4.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of like it now that there's no handheld console, because the Vita didn't sell well, and just like the 3DS, well, the Wii U didn't sell well, probably because games were cheaper on the handheld consoles. But games like Donkey Kong Country, the games for Wii and Wii U games that got ported to 3DS, they had to give a reason to own it on, so they had to put more content on the 3DS versions because they had to give a reason to own it. If they port Yoshi's Woolly World where you can have the Smash Ultimate amiibos work, I'd get that in a heartbeat. What are you trying to look for,
Yeah, guards.
loot? Okay, you might as well wait till you get the flashlight guards out, because they'll be more common, but go find 10 briefcases and break them. You can find some where you go to slow the ceiling fans down, and when loot I meant pickpocket ones that have shiny pockets.
Oh, I'll just continue with the mission then.
Okay, but make sure to break 5 suitcases, but let's just finish this first mission.
Where are the suitcases?
Well, go back to the other way. It's hard for me to direct you, but right before you jump over the fence where Neela takes you. Again, who cares about spoilers? This game is over 20 years old. There should be about a lot of them. Then there's there's a trophy in episode 3 for breaking 10 suitcases, but there are suitcases in special locations in 2 different. Like, there's suitcases right there. Well, look on top of that.
I see it.
Yeah, there's. And you have to break 10 different ones. It doesn't count if you break 10 of the same. If you, like, leave the area and come back. Those count. Those are a lot here, too. Make sure you get all the treasures you can get, and when you pickpocket the enemies later, just do that off screen. Because it would take. I don't want you to take an hour doing it during an episode. Now there's more in jump over the car in that fence. There's more in here. There should be, climb up somewhere. There should be, there's one, but. Alright. There it is. Alright, now we can do the first job. Let's take the recon photos and we can call it an episode. Are you doing anything in Potato Net tonight? What's Gaussian? Well, wait a minute. We were supposed to do, Gaussian's supposed to do, Koopathon. We need 8 people, like. Wait, there's one more thing real quick. Push start real quick. I'm gonna put you in the. Okay. Not. Okay. Push left, left, down, right, left, right.
Left, left, down, left, right.
No, left, left, down, right, left, right. Did you hear something pop up? Go to your gadgets now. Okay, it just still didn't come. Like, must not push it in right. Left, left, down, right, left, right. There you go. That's Tom from Toonami. That's basically another alarm clock. Test it out. Did you ever use this back when you were? Don't tell me this is your first time using this.
It might be.
Okay, but it's basically.
Hey.
Me.
And it's basically like, it's not as, the alarm clock attracts guards from a longer distance. It's basically a weaker alarm clock.
Alright.
I need you to hack into Dimitri's
Alright, well.
location array so that we'll have access to his database.
How am I supposed to do that?
To start, you'll need to get to the top of that tower. Then reposition the satellite dish to point at my safe house antenna. If you want to climb on stuff, jump and hit the circle button to grab hold. Try climbing up that pipe.
Right. Jump and press the circle button to climb pipes. I'm on it.
I've projected holographic markers near interactive objects like this satellite dish. When you're near these markers, press the circle button to use the object. Great, the first one's in position. I've uploaded the next waypoint into your leaf mask image. Remember, click the L3 button to locate your next objective.
Interesting.
You gonna watch the Army-Navy game tomorrow?
Yeah.
Alright, so you were supposed to go to the Army-Navy game in 2020 if COVID didn't happen. But I was supposed to use Christmas money I got to go buy a ticket to Florida to see you. Maybe I'll think about that in 2026. Who do you think's winning the Heisman?
I would be picking Ashton Gianti if I had a vote. They're gonna give it to Travis. You don't think Gianti?
Okay, is that guy your thing? Who you think's gonna win? Who you give it to? Is that the Boise State running back?
Yes.
Alright, speaking of which, I know this won't be uploaded until far until 2025, but let's get this over with. Like, Texas or Clemson? Who do you got?
I got Texas.
Okay, Penn State or SMU?
Penn State, but it'll be close, I think. I'm not a fan.
Okay. Well, Notre Dame or Indiana?
Oh, I think Notre Dame.
Okay, it'll be hilarious if Indiana wins, but the last one, this will be a good game. The bronze ring, I spent like 30 minutes trying to get that one when I did this. The last one is Ohio State and Tennessee.
I got Tennessee. I think that I think Tennessee's defensive line is going to wreak havoc on Ohio State's battered offensive line.
Okay, and like, assuming you have Texas, I'm just asking you two in the quarterfinals. Assuming you have Texas and Penn State winning, just who do you have winning between Arizona State and Texas and Boise State and Penn State?
I'd say Boise State and Texas.
Okay, and you got do you think it's going to be Oregon versus Georgia in the national championship? Making probably Oregon. I mean, not Oregon, Georgia, winning 3 national championships in 4 years.
Nice work, Sly. I'm downloading from Dimitri's mainframe as we speak.
All in a night's work. So, where do we go from here?
Your next job is to break into the nightclub and take some reconnaissance photos of the Clockwerk Tail Feathers. To get inside, you'll have to sneak through an old wine cellar beneath town.
Okay, I'll head up for the cellar.
I don't remember when the first round starts. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Next Saturday.
You know, next Saturday. Okay. On Sunday, we get Fox and CBS will both be doing a double header, which they only do that in week 1, week 18. But they're not, and not in my area, they aren't showing the Bills Lions game, which sucks. But of course, they're showing. Besides the Chiefs, the next closest markets would be Dallas and Denver. But if Carolina can beat Dallas, then I think Carolina has a bright future ahead of them.
I thought that was only a Sly 1 thing with the bottles. Oh no, wait, that's certain.
Breaking the bottles makes noise where the charge.
Good to see you, little buddy. I guess the way through the wine cellar is guarded by those rats. Bentley thought you might like some help clearing them out.
Sounds like fun. You and me, back to back?
Totally. Outnumbered, fighting impossible odds. It's perfect.
All right, pal. Let's get to it.
Fear the mercy!
What I normally do here is let Murray do all the work.
Let me lower those
Well, I get
coins.
coins.
There you go. To get over this thing, you'll have to double jump. Hit the X button to jump, then, while in the air, press it again to get some extra air time. Looks like you're on your own from here.
I'm used to it. Thanks for the help.
Anytime, partner.
and press the circle button. These flashlight guards are too tough to fight head on. Crawl under the tables to sneak around him.
Don't defeat the guard because Bentley you'll fail the mission if you do. Or if you do, you can just rewind.
This air vent leads into Dimitri's nightclub. Hit the circle button to crawl inside. In order to shut down those yellow lasers, you'll need to take out that guard. Sneak up behind him and press the triangle button to knock him into the air. That guard. Sneak up behind him and press the triangle button to knock him into the air. Then, the square button to slam and finish him off. Got that?
Oh, I never defeated the guard like that before.
That sneak attack slam move only works on guards who haven't seen you. Wait until this guy turns his back, and then let him have it. If you get in a fight with those rats, the sneak attack won't work. It's purely a stealth move. It's purely a stealth move.
Just fight one of them normally. I don't think you can. You're not able to back attack all of them.
Aha!
Or you could just break the vent, go through the vent without. I didn't know you could. I thought you had to fight them.
Air vent.
Didn't know you could do that.
Angle, it should
Okay, once we take the recon photos and when Bentley talks over the plan, we'll call it a session.
Head for those windows and take some reconnaissance photos. Tap the R3 button, click the right analog stick, to bring up your binocular. It's already outfitted with a spy cam.
You want to move a little bit to the left so you can get better shots at
Zoom in and out on photos.
everyone.
Tap the R1 button to take a picture with
You'll have to wait till Bentley's done talking. When I get to the center of that area, I'll just get the best shots.
That's our target. Dimitri, professional lounge lizard and international forger. That generator seems to be powering the security systems down here. Ingenious. Dimitri's using the Clockwerk Tail Feathers as printing plates. Given their rare alloy, they'll never wear out.
I'll probably once this is over. I'll probably see you in an hour and a half for Gaussians.
Right.
The Boom Squad.
We'll cook up a plan of attack. The recon photos are a grim reminder of what the modern thief is up against. Spotlights, stepped up patrols. The sum of it all renders a direct assault impossible. To solve this puzzle, I'm going to need some more intelligence. First, replace this bugged painting with one Dimitri has in his office. Once in place, we should be able to listen in on his communications. Second, if you see the boss, tail him. We might learn something from studying his movements. Once we've got a proper understanding of the operation, those Clockwerk Tail Feathers are as good as ours.
Alright, so yeah, that'll do it for me, so yeah. Alright, so with that, this has been Dark Kirby 14. We'll see you next time for Slide 2, Band of Thieves.
Alright.